everybody. We're so glad to see you here with us today at David Christopher's, and we're doing something a little bit different. A lot of times we're doing these DIYs that are a little bit longer, but today we have a big sale going on shopdavidchristopher's.com on our home decor type items. So trays, containers, baskets, lanterns, wall art, wall shelving, some things that you may not, vases, some things that you may not have even known that we had. And some of them are so simple to use, but could look a little intimidating. But David here is going to show us some easy and simple ways that we can use this decor. And I think you're going to love it. So, you ready to get started?
Sure.
Okay.
We've got a couple of clear glass vases that have this great style with this basket woven around them, so that really is hard to come off because they're woven around the glass itself. So these have this great natural kind of French country feel to them, and these are perfect for if you've got flowers growing in your yard, if you've got branches you want to cut. Dogwoods look great in these, you know, tulips, things like that. But we're going to use just a few things to give you an idea of if you had, you know, some artificial you wanted to use, you could use that as well. But they are actually clear glass vases with bottoms on them, so you can fill these with water if you choose to. But I'm just going to take this clematis bush, spread this out a little bit, open up the leaves, and drop that in, and that's going to give me a great base to just take a few of our little petite hydrangeas in some different colors. I've got a light blue and a darker blue, and just mixing those together, kind of like we cut these off of a bush we had outside, and just to break up some of that blue a little bit and give that clematis some space to spread out. You know, you can just drop something in there really quickly, give it some color, and then kind of the same thing for our taller vase. We're going to give it a little bit of height, so we're going to use the clematis to start with, and then we're going to drop one of our mountain grasses down inside of it. So we'll just take these, they've got a wire on the back side. We're just going to bend and shape some of these really quickly. Don't have to go too crazy. But just to give us a little bit more height, give these a little bit of movement so they're not so straight up. And just drop that one down in on top of it. Then we're going to use this hyacinth bush. Sorry, I've got a tangle. I've got to get that straightened out. We're going to put this hyacinth bush just to kind of give us that blue, but give us a little bit more height also. And we're going to drop a couple of these morning glory bushes down inside. And then we're going to fill in with our hydrangeas again. Just pop those in here and there. Kind of lift that up a little bit. Trying to separate some of the grass, keep it from being so tight together. But just a real easy conglomeration of things that we can kind of tuck in these vases. And like I said, if you have fresh flowers, this would work just as easily. We've got a few of our Chameleon vases, and they're great. They have this like textured ombre finish, so it's a little more clear. It goes into kind of almost like a kind of a tealish purple, and then it goes into this pearl champagne color down at the bottom. They are great because they're vases, so we can put flowers in them, but they also make great candle holders. The light really comes through well on those, if you can see. Like they're, I know we're in the daylight here. Works a little bit better when it's a little dimmer, but we are working with what we've got. So you can use them for that. But right now we're actually going to be dropping a little bit of our silver dollar eucalyptus in here just to give you an example. Just a real quick, great color combination with that silver dollar eucalyptus and these Chameleon vases. Just something to give us a little bit of a height. And then we're going to use some of this rapeseed. Give us that green color, just kind of a bud. This is not really like a colorful combination. This is just something that you could really use all year long. And then I am going to use just a bit of this string of dolphins. It's like a succulent branch. Cut just a little bit of it. It's got this great light green sage color, and then it's got a little bit of a brown in it. So just a little bit of that goes a pretty long way. I'm just gonna separate that out and finish this up. But just a great little piece. I always recommend adding something like that silver dollar eucalyptus first that has that branch coming off of it, because anything that gives you that V shape really helps to stabilize the pieces down below it. So whether you are hoping to have a vase that you can use for your candles and really give you that nice ambiance, or you're looking for something that you can put your florals in, this is a great vase for that, this Chameleon vase. Okay, we're going to be using our, we've got these nice candle holders that have these mango wood bases, or maybe this is acacia wood. Mango or acacia, one or the other, I can't remember. It's a hardwood. And they've got these slots ready for your hurricane to go over the top of it. So these work great for candle holders. If you've got candles you want to use, these are battery operated candles, but they work great for that kind of thing. I like that I have enough room around them to really just add something small. Go ahead and pull that up in there. And then if I can get my hand in there a little bit, I'm going to move that around so I can get my hydrangea in with my candle.
It's pretty. You could use that for like an event, a wedding centerpiece or something.
Works great for that kind of thing. And then the larger one has a little bit more space. So if I want to add, you know, a couple of hydrangeas, I could do that. Maybe I'll go with a dark blue and a light blue. And a little bit of our morning glory, just to give us a bit of height and variation. It's got a little bit of like a eucalyptus already on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stick this up in there. And since I can almost get my hand in this one, I can get down in there and adjust this. This one's going to be a little bit more narrow if you're trying to do this kind of thing. So keep that in mind. We'll separate some of this morning glory out so we can get our candle in between.
I'm glad this is a flameless candle.
It would be, I'd have to be quite the magician to be holding my hand over a flame this long. Still working on that. I haven't got my magician's license just yet. So then we'll take our hydrangea down inside. And we'll put the lighter shade on the other option. I don't know if I can fit my watch down in there. That was a flaw in the plan. It's just something to give you a little difference in what you can do with these kinds of pieces like this.
What's up next?
So now that we have our candle pieces ready for, we're going to call this like an event thing, we're going to move on to one of my favorite things from this year, which is our Smilax Garland. It's kind of like Jackson Vine. But this, I've been actually debating putting some of this on our house, around our door, because it looks so natural that I think it would be great. And, you know, we don't actually have a way for anything real to grow there. But just if you had like a space that you wanted to highlight, if you had a rectangle table and you were trying to do some kind of event there, this would be a super easy concept to just add, you know, some Smilax garland or Jackson Vine garland, whatever you want to call it. And then we just kind of weave that through. And then we're just going to take some of those items that we already used inside of our candle holders here, and just tuck those in. I'm going to alternate my blues here a little bit.
This makes me think of some fireplaces that we've decorated at event centers for weddings.
Yeah. It worked for a mantelpiece.
Your food table, you could work this around. So many options.
Food tables, but just super simple. We're just tucking a few pieces here or there. This is a console table, not an 8-foot rectangle table, so keep that in mind. But you know, we could do that if we really wanted to add a pop of color. If this was like a garden party or something, we could add a little forsythia. I noticed the forsythia near our house was kind of coming out. So working on, you know, if you want to use a little, make it a little more garden, and you want to add a little pop of color, we could add some forsythia in. Let that be kind of real wild and free. I think this would be a great tablescape, you know, for those master gardener parties. I'm sure those people get wild and crazy at their gardening parties.
But do they use real flowers at their parties if they're master gardeners?
Probably. But, you know, they would never presume that this was artificial if it was a master gardener party. So
This is for
there you go.
master florologist party.
Floralologist, yes. Jen coined this term a while back.
When I met you, you
when
told
you
me
met
what you
me.
did. I asked if you were a florologist.
And I think I saw a magazine one time that said Floralology Today or something like that. At Market, it probably didn't last very long. No. But, you know, someone attempted anyway.
Florology.
If I had a degree, if anyone out there wants to give me an honorary doctorate in florology,
I think you've earned it.
We could invent that phrase. Maybe I'll come teach an honorary class for my honorary degree.
Yeah, that's right.
But then we could add a few of our little butterflies. Really grown fond of these things. Used these in quite a few pieces.
If people don't know you love the butterflies by now.
Yeah, you should probably have figured that out. But, you know, just a little extra something to liven this up. I think we're going to be using butterflies for your Derby Day hat, too.
Yay, when are you making my Derby Day hat?
I'm waiting on something to come in.
Okay.
I have to order something special for it.
Oh, yay.
For just such the occasion.
So, for those of you who don't know, one of our customers, TMI Gifts, is hosting a Derby Day gala in what part of Mississippi? We should know this. My brain just blanked out.
Yeah,
They're in Mississippi.
Is it Golden, Mississippi?
But you can buy tickets. Anyone can buy tickets and attend. David and I are going to be doing a question and answer session, and he's going to actually make a Derby Day hat there, which we do need to get with Lori on to see about our idea that we had of you making my Derby Day hat here.
Lori, if you're watching, I hope I've already contacted you, but
Lori,
if not, email me.
Email David, because we need to get that situated, because we were going to make my hat there, but we thought it would be a better idea to make my hat here and video that and show everybody, and then Derby Day put together a different hat that maybe could be a giveaway item or something like that. So we need to get in touch with Lori.
Yeah, probably so.
But back to our regular scheduled programming.
What were we doing? I don't know.
We were making
something.
Tablescape.
Yes. So just a little pop of color with our yellows and our butterflies, and with the blues. I think that's pretty much it. Don't have to go crazy. Just something that can be really fun and, works really great for an elongated table.
Thank you all for being here today. We are going to make a collection so that you can find all the items that we used in today's video super easy and conveniently on our website, shopdavidchristopher's.com. And like we mentioned earlier, we do have a sale going on a lot of our home decor, wall decor, tabletop type items. So we hope you check that out, and we hope you have fun decorating your home, office, apartment, space, whatever you like to decorate. Your bedroom, maybe it's not your whole home, it's just, a space in your home. We hope that you will consider us for your decorating needs, if I can speak. I'm losing my words. It's getting later in the day and I'm losing my words. Happy creating.